Lentils have been around for thousands of years, and they've earned a solid spot on the list of healthy foods. They're packed with fiber, protein, and important nutrients. But here's something most people don't realize. Not all lentils are good for everyone, especially older adults. If you're over 60 and trying to eat better, stay active, and avoid common health problems like joint pain, high blood sugar, or poor digestion, then the type of lentils you eat can make a big difference. As we get older, our bodies change. Digestion slows down. Our immune system gets a little weaker. Blood pressure can creep up, and our joints don't move like they used to. So while lentils are generally healthy, some kinds can cause more harm than good, depending on how they affect your digestion, inflammation levels, and blood sugar. Let's start by talking about the types of lentils you may want to avoid, or at least think twice about. You might even have these sitting in your kitchen right now. The first one to be careful with is brown lentils. These are probably the most common type. They're cheap, easy to find, and used in a lot of canned soups and stews. But here's the problem. Brown lentils are a bit hard on the stomach. They have a thick skin that's tough to break down, especially if they're not soaked before cooking. For older adults, that can lead to gas, bloating, or stomach pain after meals. If you have a sensitive stomach or a condition like diverticulosis or IBS, brown lentils can make things worse. You might think you're eating healthy, but later your body might tell a different story. Next are green lentils, often called French lentils or pois lentils. These have a firmer texture and a slightly peppery taste. On paper, they look great. They're high in protein, fiber, and even iron. But they also have a high level of something called lectins. Lectins are natural plant chemicals that can irritate the gut and cause inflammation, especially in people with sensitive digestion. They can also block your body from absorbing certain nutrients. That's not good news if you're dealing with low energy, bone thinning, or joint problems, all things that are more common with age. Green lentils can also be tricky for folks with arthritis, as they may make joint pain worse if eaten regularly. Red lentils are another popular choice. They cook quickly and have a soft, creamy texture when cooked. That makes them seem easier to digest, but here's the catch. Most red lentils sold in grocery stores are split and processed. During that process, they lose some of their natural nutrients. Worse, they can cause a quick rise in blood sugar. That's something seniors need to be especially careful about, whether you're managing diabetes or just trying to keep your energy steady. High blood sugar can lead to fatigue, blurry vision, or even mood swings. So even though red lentils feel gentle going down, they may not be the best choice for everyday meals. The fourth one on the avoid list is yellow lentils. These are often used in Middle Eastern or Indian dishes. They have a nice nutty flavor and are usually cooked into soups or stews. But they're also often split and polished, meaning their fiber content isn't always reliable. Some types are even grown with a lot of chemicals or pesticides, especially if they're not organic. Over time, that kind of exposure can mess with your hormones or put extra stress on your liver, things your body doesn't need at this stage in life. Yellow lentils also tend to spike blood sugar, and they don't offer the same digestive support that better choices can provide. Now that doesn't mean all lentils are bad. In fact, some types are especially good for seniors. They can support healthy digestion, reduce inflammation, help keep blood sugar steady, and even support memory and heart health. The key is knowing which ones to choose and how to prepare them. Let's start with black lentils, sometimes called beluga lentils. These are small, shiny, and look a little like caviar. They're one of the most nutrient-rich types you can eat. They're packed with antioxidants, the same kind you find in blueberries and blackberries. That's great for your heart, your brain, and your immune system. Black lentils are also easier to digest than brown or green ones. They have a thinner skin, which makes them less likely to cause gas or bloating. For older adults trying to reduce joint pain or improve circulation, these are one of the best options out there. Another great choice is sprouted lentils. These aren't a different kind of lentil exactly, it's more about how they're prepared. Sprouting happens when lentils are soaked in water and allowed to begin growing. This simple process does something amazing. It breaks down the natural compounds that can cause stomach trouble and makes the nutrients easier for your body to absorb. Sprouted lentils are especially good for people with slower digestion or problems like heartburn. They're also full of enzymes that support a healthy gut. If you're trying to boost your immune system or get more energy from your food, sprouted lentils are worth trying. Whole red lentils, different from the common split ones, are also a smart choice. When they're sold whole, they keep their outer skin, which means more fiber and a slower release of sugar into the bloodstream. That helps with blood sugar control and gives you steady energy throughout the day. These lentils are still soft when cooked, so they won't upset your stomach. Plus, they pair well with anti-inflammatory spices like turmeric and cumin, which help support joint health and digestion. The truth is, what you eat matters more than ever as you get older. You've spent a lifetime building habits, routines, and meals that feel familiar. But your body today isn't the same as it was 20 or 30 years ago. Foods that once felt fine might now cause heartburn, stiffness, or brain fog, and that's not something to ignore. Choosing the right lentils doesn't have to mean changing everything. It's about small swaps, choosing black lentils instead of brown or going for sprouted ones instead of split red. It's about preparing them in ways that are gentle on your stomach and easy for your body to use. Soaking overnight, cooking them with spices like ginger or fennel, or adding a little seaweed during cooking can make a world of difference. And while lentils are just one part of a healthy diet, they can have a big impact. If you're trying to stay active, think clearly, avoid aches and pains, or just feel more like yourself, every bite counts. The good lentils can support you on that journey. The wrong ones can slow you down. So next time you reach for a bag of lentils, think about how your body feels after eating. Are you light and energized, or are you dealing with gas, tiredness, or discomfort? That simple awareness can help you make better choices. Ones that support your health, not work against it. As we age, our dietary needs evolve, and lentils can play a crucial role in meeting those changing requirements. Lentils are a fantastic source of plant-based protein, essential for maintaining muscle mass and strength. Their high fiber content aids digestion and helps prevent constipation. Lentils have a low glycemic index, stabilizing blood sugar levels. Rich in nutrients like folate, iron, and magnesium, they support overall health. Incorporate lentils into your diet for a healthier, more vibrant life. With the right lentils, your meals can be simple, delicious, and healing, and that's something we all deserve, especially as we get older and wiser.